Good Tuesday morning to you. Today is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. July 7. My spiritual path number is 7. My dad was born in the 7th month. Was he the 7th? I don't know. I don't know. He could have been. I don't know. He could have been. I don't know. Let's see. Hey, babe. Uncle Houston. Uncle. I don't know. But let's keep it direct. My dad was born in the 7th month. My spiritual path is 7. My mom, what month is Sagittarius? January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Wait. Let me do that again. I mean, yeah, Val, 12th month. Your mother was born in the 12th month. You know, that's the funny thing. I thought my mom was a Sagittarius, but she could have been a Capricorn. That's the funny thing about her birthday. She put different dates on her birthday. Either way, she was on that Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. Okay. My mom was born somewhere between December 16th and December 22nd. Yeah, you always define your mom as the Sagittarius. Well, because 6th, 7th, and the 8th house in my chart is in Sagittarius. 6th, 7th, and 8th house. When I said my mother created me, of course with the help of my father. I mean, you know, it's good when you can know your creators. It's sad that some people don't, or some people don't want to know their creators. And I can understand why. If people who created you or the people I'm looking at, I wouldn't want to know them either. Seriously. Oof, I can see why people have family issues. But why is it that if someone else has family issues, then we're all supposed to have family issues? Why do people with family issues make it so that you gotta feel what I feel? You gotta feel what I'm going through. Why must everybody jump on the struggle bus? Why must all the black people have to look like we just hopped off the struggle bus? Why must we all have to go through the pain and the humiliation and the degradation and the homelessness? Why, and this is no disrespect to homeless people or what you've been through, but why is everyone seemingly so incensed to feel like I have to be homeless too? It's that type of shit. I mean, let's be real. Homeless people can't help shit because they can't help themselves. So you would think that the thing to do will be to support the good kid who actually tried to teach people how not to be homeless. But you have a society and a government and little gatekeepers that want to make everybody slaves, and then because you think or have the nerve to be a free thinker, even though this country and societies are made by free thinkers, but you got these free thinkers who want to be the cream of the crop, the top of the pyramid. Yeah, how did they get there? By good folks working. They did. You know, the real self-made billionaires in America were really self-made. Not industry-made. Not devil-made. Although, you know, you might have to, you know, have a little devil in you to deal with the devil, okay? Because we know the devil walks, but God walks too. And it's that. Why do you feel like you can walk on Mother Earth all day long, but you do not give your prayers, acknowledgments to Mother too? Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Father, Son, Holy Ghost. Father, Son, Spirit. Nothing about Mother Nature. Nothing about Mother God. Nothing about Mother Gaia. Nothing about Allah. Nothing about Ashura. Nothing about Sophia. Nothing about, I can go on and on and on. The names change, but the energy still remains the same. You walk all day on something that gives you food. And yet, then you know what? Yeah. Anyway, I'm on the back porch because I chose to look at the new construction, okay? Because, you know, sitting out on my front porch, I said I was going to sit on my front porch during my father's birthday week. But you know what? I'm going to just be quite honest with you. I just don't like the community. That's real bold, Val. No, what's real bold is when you get people that you realize can be easily manipulated and lie. And they live right next to you, and you didn't even have to. Like, I see how the ops are linking up. And I guess you expected me to do you. And that's it, too. That's the hesitation of sometimes where I don't like to do rooms or anything, because now everybody on YouTube does rooms. Like, I've been doing rooms, and Daryl saved my life. And I'm not knocking you, all right? But, I mean, Jesus Christ. This is like not new to some of us, but yet when the real ones come through, you want to swear out we're witches and warlocks and they who do hoodoo voodoo. I do know people who do hoodoo voodoo. I do know people who do graveyard dirt. I don't mess with none of that stuff. That's not no. You know, when you grow up seeing ghosts in real life, and then you have those people, there's no ghosts, right? But yet you believe in God. Is God not a ghost to you? When have you seen God in reality? Although you see God and Goddess every day, you just don't know. But yet you want to come to me and tell me what I'm saying is not true. When I say I've seen physical, spiritual, and just manifestations of all, you know what? Today is Tuesday. Did I say, what's the number for today? 722. There we go. Master number, okay, 722. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which breaks down to another master number, 11. All right, here we go. Val Jones putting on a Ranger show. It's about math. Math. What's up, Math Hoffer? Some of you people in your barber shops who just don't be doing shit. We're talking about people. It's nothing like a gossiping Mitch. I said what I said. What was that I watched? That's a Mitch. That was on a cartoon. I forgot what cartoon that was. No. Phineas and Ferb. Phineas and Ferb. So I think my strawberries have all bloomed out, but they're still growing though. So, you know, the thing about it is, at least I know they can grow food, yo. So I know. And listen. Thank you, sister. Thank you for these. When I was sitting on the front porch for a second, and then I noticed, like, look at that. That is like, you are doing your thing. Go, baby. I'm going to have to put a trellis on you in a minute, maybe. Because you're going to spread. Flowers, dandelions. Oh, I don't know if it's you'll be fine. Do they worry about the stuff at Carver's Creek? No. Food just grows naturally. They don't know what to do. Just like you, like dandelions. You cut dandelions and they're resilient. They grow right back up. That's why the plant symbol for military brats are dandelions. Because we're tough. Brat, brave, resilient, adaptable, and tough. Brave, resilient, adaptable, and tough. Brave, resilient, adaptable, and tough. Heard, brave, resilient, adaptable, and tough. So anyway, 722, master number 22, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, which breaks down to 11, which breaks back down to the 2. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 2. And then, oh, golly gee. And then you have 2025, which is a 9. And 9 plus 2 is what? 11. Okay. Well, yesterday was a pioneer day. So today is a 2-day, as in the helpmate or the help will come, or, you know, as Professor Dumbledore would say, you know, there's always help for those who deserve it in Hogwarts, or the master number 11, which showing, lead the way, baby. You got it. My scene book is opening up. That too. You got this book too? Okay. Show your book then. Because I don't think some of you can read in reality. But that's another thing. That's another clue. People who don't, that's a flag for me. Like, if you're gonna groom me and you don't know how, and you keep speaking grammatically incorrect, I think that people who groom people for professional speaking should at least give themselves a professional speaking grammatical check. That's like a teacher teaching college students, but you flunked out of the 3rd grade. I know, right? Confirmation. Know your lane, okay? Tuesday, July 22nd. The tree bends with ripened fruit, the angel of joy. Imagine so when you hear this trace. Don't mind me, I'm having a conversation with God and guys right now. Mom and Dad. Then everybody starts saying, man, not that, like you know God when you're not. You're just a fraud for the frauds. You know, the soul tribe, that too, I actually started hating the word soul tribe. And I don't really hate the word soul tribe, but I know when I started talking about soul tribe, back around 2007, same time I was talking about the collective with my show Soul School Cafe when it first debuted on the air. And I had a couple friends who I lost in Atlanta. Kim Beatty, Hot Ice, Dee Dee Shoshetta, Williams, Hip Hop Mama. I remember Dee Dee came down for an event at Raleigh, and we were trying to get some, we were going to get some breakfast. I forgot where we were going. And if you come to North Carolina, at least during that time, like I said, I mean, there's what the staples are: flour, sugar, and bacon. I mean, it just is what it is. It is what it is. Biscuits and bacon. This is just, if you're in the South, this is just where you are, or how you live. But you know, of course, once I went to Atlanta and we started changing up our diet, and we went vegan for my husband and I went vegan for about 2-3 years. So we've been vegan, okay? And that's why I can tell some of you queer, weird vegan people, you're just doing it because you're weird. You're not doing it for you don't get the real thing. See, now, reminding you, I went to the Dr. Sadie seminars, and veganism is a thing, but the fact of the matter is, I can see when people are really, really vegan, and I'm telling you, you can't, and I don't give a damn what doctor or whoever says, soy is not good for, well, not good for women, so I'm not going to let some white man tell me that soy is good, when, especially if you're going through menopause. No, soy is not good. Those who know. But you know what? You took the cheapest crop and you made it grow. See, welcome to America. It's the capitalist show. You get an idea and you get the right promotion. It's going back to the Trading Places movie all over again. Remember, with Eddie Murphy, who was actually a street person, who they flipped the switch, and then they made the rich man become the sweet person. Then they got, the prostitute who then stopped prostituting. It's all that. Trading places. It's all that in clear view. And there's a whole orange juice. Take the orange juice crop and take the soy crop. But the thing about it is, You took something very, very cheap, which Dr. Sebi told you that soy is not even real. Have you ever noticed how they say when you cook soy hot dogs or cook soy like if you boil whatever it do, don't overcook it? Don't overcook it. Why? Because you can bounce that shit off the wall like a rubber ball. Soy is plastic, y'all. But that's healthy. For as a healthy pocket. That's, let me say, for entertainment purposes only, okay, before I get flagged by the FDA. Fuck you. Fuck your rules. You're the grift too. I'm not monetized, so I can do this shit. I guess as long as I don't say the C word. And by the way, my mom is a nurse. Do I need to get my medical books right there in front of you? There are some things that don't change in the medical industry. Like aspirin's always going to be aspirin forever. Golly gee. That's why some people look out and watch over me, because they know, you know what, with Val, we're going to get the honest to God truth. She's just not afraid of anybody. She's just going to be her. Because I am the daughter of Robin and Ruth, not you. None of you don't know my mom and my dad, and you didn't know me. Not even the people in our own community knew us, apparently, because if you did, you should have never came after me the way you did, and you should have never sent your little bumbleclot, little, Simpson stands, and your little weirdo, strange-o, effed up kids. I'm raising your kids better than you, and you all want to play gang, boo boo the fool on me? Oh man, I should kill you all. I really should. Creatively, that's what I'm gonna do. The moon is in Gemini. The moon is in Gemini. What did you just read, Val? This is me showing love. Can you feel it? Can you feel the love? Besides, I'm still processing from Theo dying. He hated that. I mean, you hate having to, like you make such an impactful character, and you can't get out of that. But he so much grew out of that. I'm talking about, of course, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and his talent was immense. I grew up a Cosby kid. Sorry, Pookie in the Hood, Juice, and all that ish. I have seen clips of it, but I've never really watched a whole movie of Juice or paid attention to it. I don't watch stuff like that. I just don't. Now, I did watch New Jack City. Dun, 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 money, 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 money. That's what I know, where justice, the court of law, can be screwed up. But spiritual law is always going to be tough on crime. You think you're getting away with it, but you won't. Not this time. Saturn returns are real. Retrogrades too. I remember talking to some Aquarius person who didn't believe in planets or retrogrades or any of that, but he wanted to go to Mars and thought he was a Martian too. I mean, bitch, you are confused. There's nothing like a confused DMT mushroom drug addict Aquarius who thinks they know everything. I swear to God, if I see this shit colored boy up in my face, hell. Because you hate people who like to play with people's minds and money and bodies too, and just think it's just play. And that's why I said narcissists, man, it's kind of true what Dr. Romney say. Everybody should mess with narcissists, because narcissists are like depraved. They're very good at what they do. But guess what? My God is bigger than your God. My mommy and my daddy too. Guru to guru. How's that poetry book working for you? So, you're going to try to stop and block all of my blessings so I can be like you. I will never be like you, and you will never be like me. I'm not your twin flame. I'm not your soulmate. But you know what? I don't mind being your enemy. Love your enemies. You live. But come up in my face with that shit and see how many fucks I got to give. And that too, you fucked everybody. You fucked me, you fucked with me, probably fucked. Like I didn't hear when you say you fucked some trash when you supposedly you went overseas. And I mean, all that shit might be a lie to me. But I know one thing, I can smell the disease on you. I really can. You used to be a pretty man. Now nothing's pretty about you. Now I don't even think you know if you're a man. That's why you're an alien now, right? Okay. I've always been, you know what, whatever. You should have, you know, and your little wife, little epiphany. I had an epiphany today. You thought it was Daisy. So you went to some decrepit Florida brujo bitch. I'll fuck Daisy up too. You know, if I start to bring the bitch witch out of me, you don't want that energy to come through. Holy Spirit! What is God to you? Again, I say Adam was a man, Lilith was a goddess. Segment 2, Hathor 2. Beyonce is not a good representation of Hathor at all. And then somebody said, well, Hathor was a hoe. Says the person who gets all their, you know what, you dollar store hoes, you barbs and bees and you simps and you stands, you working for people who would not give a damn about you ever. And that was the plan because you were slow. You wanted to be famous. You wanted to be linked with somebody famous. And I don't give a damn about none of these hoes. My parents told me, my mom, my Sagittarius, Capricorn mom, you know what? I really don't know. But that's a beautiful thing about being a mystery. Like my mom has always... There are some things I'm just learning every day. There's some things I'm still learning about my parents, by the way. Was she Capricorn or was she Sagittarius? I told you she was on the cusp. My mom and my dad are the only entities and energies that I will ever, forever trust. So you can remove everything around me. But you can't take that energy out of my heart. Like Harry Potter. I am Harry Potter, by the way. They will always be with me. There goes the birdie flying. And I saw, the funny thing is when I went out on my porch and I saw a cat. Why is my cat digging up at the grill? Like, why are you digging by my tree? Right where I planted the grapes. Maybe the grapes are growing. I don't know. But the thing about it is there was a kitty. So like all the cats are coming back and circling around. Kitty, kitty goes to kitty, bow, bow. Now everybody wants to be kitty. You know, or maybe, you know, mom is no. I know, the Gemini rising. I know what's getting ready to come out your mouth. Yeah, but you know, you hear the bird tweaking, right? Tweaking. I just said not tweaking, tweet. You know, somebody, you got a lot of these people that they tweaking. That's how they're gonna make their money today. Heard the album, wasn't really impressed, okay? But go ahead. No, because what I say, it's still hard to compete with a dead legend, isn't it? Just, you know, it's the irony. It's the poetic justice of it all. Where you thought, I'm going to drop all this shit on all of y'all. Bim, bim, boom, bim, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to drop it in a crematorium or whatever. And then Malcolm dies. So all eyes on that. Because everybody who was truly about true artistry realized, like, wow, we lost a real one. Because I was a Cosby kid in real life. I mean, I grew up on Froofy the dog. I grew up on, that's why I don't do chitlins. Inner track? No. I mean, say what you want to, but Bill Cosby could make you laugh. This whole industry entertainment game is a sham in hell. That's where Mom took me to see Mahogany when I was young. My mom's lessons never fail. Sometimes I just don't learn them till much later on, or I learned them then, but they really start to kick in much later on. So thank you, Mom. Thank you, Daddy, too. It's my daddy's birthday week. Was I supposed to be the next sacrifice for you on my father's birthday week? Bitch, are you stupid? I'm outside. You know, they're going to be circling around. They're going to be coming around the block. Okay. Hey. Wait a minute. Can you see where you at? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see the bird right there? Wings, wings. And I saw the butterfly too. I think the ranger jacket. What type of butterfly is that now? And I realized I got more studies to do. So I got stuff to do today. Food's already made. I was going to sleep and eat all day, but I actually got stuff to do. Where do you get your inspiration from? And does your inspiration actually inspire you? I see a lot of people who are following the TMC road, that they want to be the next gossip columnist, and they just, you know, they just live on gossip and people's woes. I've never got joy out of hearing about homeless stories, and I was a drug addict, and I was, that stuff never inspired me. I mean, maybe I have to live that life, seriously, and that's why you mad at me, because you got more than enough people, especially in the brown and black community, who lived a life of struggle, drugs, homelessness, and all of that. And with all of that, how has that helped our community? Because we already know about that. People leave the ghetto, be famous and make all that money and still have a ghetto mind. You think the industry doesn't know that? They knew that the whole time. They knew you would be expendable. They knew your minds were weak. They knew right off the bat when they gave that money to you, they were going to put you to sleep. Malcolm, you don't even know what his family looked like, because he kept that private, because he grew up in the industry. But now his family, you know, is going to have to surface. Because, I mean, I don't know. That bird just flew close. My condolences to you sincerely. Because, little one, your father was a beast and a legend to strive for. Remember whatever he's taught you about the industry and the pitfalls of it, okay? Because they're coming for you now. Wifey? See, I've been on both sides of the game. The grieving daughter and the grieving wife. I wish I could tell you. I wish there was something I could say. But nothing's going to take that pain away. You just have to live through it the best you can. Damn. Where all these ants coming from, man? The monitoring spirits just come out. Everything was fine, then all of a sudden the ants come out. Well, I know what to do on this. Excuse me, I got to go get some cinnamon. There's ways to handle this shit. Monitoring spirits want to come out. I know the natural stuff to do. You're not gonna, devil ain't gonna block and steal my joy. Watch me do what I do. bit here. Or drop a few through the cracks. You can get cinnamon at the dollar store, by the way. They're good at handling ants like that. You know, some things they'll tell you need to get this and this and that and this and this and spend a lot of money and whatever it be. But, you know, those who know. That's why, you know, sometimes some of you young folks need to listen to old folks because they have history and experience. But you got what you learn in a book and on YouTube and TikTok. And then you come to somebody like me and expect me to listen to you while, you know, my energy, you expect me to drop and like, were you trying to groom me? Did somebody send a North No, baby. Gemini rising. Yes, ma'am. Anyway, let's pull the cards, okay? Let's go ahead and get it out the way. So, and the beautiful butterfly, it wasn't a monarch. No, but it was beautiful. It was golden. It was black. I think it was a swallowtail of some sort, but it reminded me that I got more studies, and reminded me again that I'm not a caterpillar anymore. You're a butterfly, baby. You have wings. You don't need the industry or your community or your fake communities to tell you that, to sing your own song. Just sing. Just be you. You wake up every day. Your mommy and your daddy has taught you all along, and that's why you lead the way. You don't need to do any of these clowns that you work with in radio that always try to put you down because they wanted to lay you down. They looked at your boobs, they looked at your ass, and they were trying to play you off like you didn't have class. First the yellow nigga, then the white nigga, then the black nigga. They're all niggas to me. Reminding you the person who invented the word nigga is a nigga. Sincerely. That's why white people, you better know your history. Because I know your history better than you do. I told you, you KKK people are literally being led by a confused Jew. Because you didn't do your research enough on why Hitler was confused. And then, let's get to who else? J. Edgar Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover was confused too because he was a blackie. He was a blackie. He was more black than the Pope. Oh, it's that too, and the Pope is blackish too. I love it. I'm not bringing smoke. I'm bringing you straight facts, but like you don't want to hear about that. I think that should be news. But I mean, the thing about it is, what would be the good or the bad in knowing that the Pope is part black? Well, blackish on your terms. So that's what I'm saying. You put too much emphasis on colors. Like even with the Crips and the Bloods and this and that. Reminding you the Black Panthers were about trying to get people in the community to come together to help. Because we saw what the confused black man was trying to... Self-hate is a bitch. Pause. Self-hate is a bitch. Self-hate is a bitch. Self-hate is the problem for all these tricks. They say they love themselves, yet they put the grills on their mouths and make them look real shitty. Like, I gotta go grill, but you can't pay your child support bill. I gotta go grill, but you're tricking for a fee. I gotta go grill and a gold chain, which doesn't mean shit to me. You also got blood diamonds too. Are you trying to build schools in Africa too? What type of schools are you building? I mean, I'm just saying, you all sound like Dr. Umar today. And all you Dr. Umar nature boy people better not come my way because I'm feeling a little salty during my father's birthday week. Bitch, I'm not the one you want to fuck with, okay? Maybe the devil is me. I'm not what you want. I'm not Kate Otter or Cat Williams. Come up in my face and try to bully me if you feel like you can. Feel froggy, ho. I'm not your wife, your girlfriend, or your friend. Not at the moment when I know what I know. J. Cole, I wish you would actually come back and, do something. Do something, bro. Make this shit interesting. You know what? You pay me my motherfucking money. But yeah, you stuck under the Rock Nation bubble. Was that what Rock Nation was trying to do? You know we love you. Fuck you, fuck you, and fuck you too. Oh my God, these bitch made men. Self-hate. And there we go again, self-hate. Because people who literally play on their people and play on their community, lying that they're trying to make everything great. You're too for the devil. And you're the poster child for self-hate. Everybody that I've just named has got self-hate issues, yet they hate me. Oh, that's hate. That wasn't love. None of that was love. None of that was love. Like, does she know? Well, duh. Wouldn't a real oracle know? All these oracles and tarot and whatever it be on social media, and you still couldn't see me? Either I was shielded by who I need to be shielded by, or y'all is dumb as fuck. And you got ego problems too. Don't lie about it. Big whoop. And also, I'm funnier than you. Which brings me to the Smiths. Wow, that came out. That car came flying out. Okay. Okay. Wolf. I went a flower boy after that. Hard to compete with a dead man. Choke my neck and ice my bitch. 5 months free rent. Or go to jail, or go to jail, or go to hell. And that's how the story goes. The wolf says, find new paths and options, break through, be a role model, share your inner knowing. I always do. The wolves and the birds are looking at me, the crew is looking too. They're like, this girl be lit. Do we say lit anymore? Not according to that Brody. Like, we don't do that anymore, but I'm saying it because I feel like it. Nobody knows to tell me what to do except my mom and my daddy. That's why when my mom and my daddy said, nope, 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 none of that, none of that, none of that, none of them. But then you got all the mama and them. You know, your parents ain't gonna come back. Your parents ain't gonna spend the block. And your parents, and that's your cellmate. And you know, when you had that contract, and that's a cell job, and your person, that's like the contract with Rock Nation, right? That you can't get out of the contract with the industry, like, you know, eventually. Those contracts last forever. Those contracts last forever, but I didn't sign a goddamn thing. Okay? And let's be real. Sony, you know you owe me money from Columbia days. Def Jam, you owe me money, and you know why, okay? I was the one that didn't take the payola. I tried to do it the old-fashioned and regular way. Oh, my gosh. Atlanta, you know what? I could go down all the labels, okay? I could go down, even the internet radio, everybody doing podcasts and stuff like that. How did you figure out to do that? Who gave you money? So now the little boy giving money, I'm giving money if you follow me. So you buying your views again, like you buy your sex too and buy your friends, which all turn out to be frenemies. Okay, wow. Go ahead with the wolf said today. See, I told you that shit ain't me. But now they're mad at me because I'm not suffering in the same hellfire that they're in. But they put themselves in the hellfire for coming after me. Don't come after God's girl, but you find out, well, she's just lying. She doesn't know what you're talking about. Said the DMT boy, the Aquarius boy, Hollywood, Holly Hills, Hollywood. Don't bring that bullshit Jay Shetty look-alike, want to be cloned to me. Gurus, never. Wow, I spit my Hermione voice. Never. Never. The print came out of me. Never. I don't know. I grew up watching British TV. I grew up watching more BBC than ABC and CBS. But what you all do, you grew up watching Stereotypes. That wasn't me. By the way, what's those were the days. You know, Jean Stapleton was, she was an amazing woman, by the way. She played dumb, but she was not dumb. It's the stuff that the Hollywood industry did to women, period. Black or white. And we're not even going to talk about his Hispanics too, because I mean, come on, you came up on the come up, but the same thing about you. You all hate strong women. Lucille Ball, they hated Lucille Ball. They hated Carol Burnett too. I realize that you do not like women who are smart, who stand on their own, but we're the ones who have grown things up like Mother Nature. Come on, y'all don't catch a clue. All this toxic masculinity and this bullshit lies are killing all of you. There's a place for men. There's a place for women. There's a place for stupid people too. But there really is a place for smart people who actually know what they're saying. But I don't think you want that. I really don't think you do, because your fucked up leader is a fucked up capitalistic narcissist. I said what I said. Bitch, don't come from my head. Baron, you'll be okay. You're not your father. Stay close to your grandfather instead. Melania, be ready to have a party in about a year or two, or maybe less. 7 days, 7 weeks, 7 months. I don't know. We'll see. I'm just trying to prevent World War III from coming in, because you got a whole bunch of narcissists with their fingers on the buttons, and they all got self-hate in their veins. Little sweet dick Willie motherfuckers who just feel like they just playing in the wrong goddamn lane. If there were aliens, do you really think that they will literally let you blow this country up? You know what? Spaceships, come on through. Fuck them all up. The wolf says, Gemini rising. They went quiet. They love it. They love it. They went quiet. I have an audience. I always have an audience. They went quiet. They're silent over there. Val is putting on another show. And I do this for free. It's my therapy, okay? Since I got to be in this assignment here, this keeps me from killing people, seriously. Because if I turn up the wrong way, then you get that gangsta out of me. I want all the birds just get me out. I don't run from a fight if I get pulled away from it. Honestly, I have all my life. I have angels or arms come out. No, like God, right? Sodom and Gomorrah, that's a real story. I know for a fact that's true. Why? Because it's happened to me and it's about to happen to some of you. The wolf says, find new paths and options, break through, be a role model, share your inner knowing. I always do. These medicine cards are probably maybe older than some of you who are literally trying to groom me. You better pull your children back, seriously. Death is a great equalizer and humanizer, one way or the other. If you're a real soldier in this life, in this game, whatever it be, would you pick some lame or some trick to lead you on to your next legacy or destiny? No. Y'all don't make sense. That was a confirmation to me, man. All I could think of was the Tom Joyner cruise and a friend I used to have, which something happened to him too. And dun just got paid Friday night. Why come I can't think of his name? Johnny Kemp, who was trying to, I don't know. He couldn't get, I don't know why he didn't have his passport, or I don't know why he didn't have his information right. But he was trying to get on the boat, and so I guess, and they weren't going to let him on, so he didn't have his paperwork right. And so, I don't think he was getting on the rocks to wave goodbye. So, maybe he thought, since he's an islander, he could swim. Were you by yourself? How many times have I talked about even going out to Curve Beach? Like, I cannot tell you the times I've gone out there and seen people like, they're going to live their best lives, and they don't come back. These currents aren't playing. These currents are not playing. These currents are not playing. The sea is not playing with you. Mother Nature is, their sea is not playing with you. The skies aren't either. Y'all have really pissed Mom off. Why did you go out there by yourself? I mean, YSY. But now, says the person who'll get up, go to the beach and get up on the rocks and stuff like that. But trust me, I'm paying attention to the currents at all times. I'm paying when the currents come in, when the tides come in, when the tide come out. You don't see me swimming out. You see me get to a certain point. And then I'm like, nope, that's it. Gotta go. Because that stuff will pull you back in. You can get the best lifeguards. I mean, the best lifeguards that are like, you learn the stuff that you learn. Maybe because I'm a real beach baby, so I understand these things, waves and the current and all that, you know what I mean? So I just don't understand, I can understand why you would want to go out I can understand you want to go out for a morning swim, but I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Oh, I'm looking at, what's the number say? 771. I'm looking at numbers right now. 771. And what is 771, Val? 7 is 14, and 1 makes it 15. 6. Watch your 6. Notice that's quiet again. God math does exist. You won't learn that. Cat Williams won't teach you that shit, if he even knows. Cat Williams too is putting on a show. He's got to make his money somewhere. None of these people have helped me. Okay. Oh, was I supposed to take a check, then suck your dick, bitch? I will break your motherfucking face. I'm not your hoe pimp. If anything, I might be your pimp. And I was doing that with Social Cafe. I was saying something like, I was saying, well, with Val Jones, and I was saying, I'll pimp you, and I probably used the wrong word, okay? Although I have a tendency to listen to some pimp music. Pimp music and trap music, two different things. Anyway, oh wow, Foxy 99, the Fox has came out to represent and sing. Foxy 99, the first queen of Foxy 99. Don't tell me that you don't know who I am and you know the history about this area. Bitch, you lying. There were 2 voices when that radio first came on the air. Me and Tony Light. How do I know? Because I was there. 2 Pisces. The fish again. The fish knows. That's why you always want to make the fish drunks, alcoholics, drug addicts. You want to play the fish like it's slow. Pisces men, Pisces women, 2 different things. Representing my legacy today. I don't need your fake rings. I don't need your industry contracts. I can help lift you up. Yeah, just to drop me down, and that's a fact. I mean, Malcolm died. That was weird. That doesn't make sense to me. But I'm going to let it go because it's Daddy's birthday week. But that was another confirmation to me. Because I hear my mom say, see why we didn't want you to do none of this industry shit? Because they all... Okay. Fox, blend in. Avoid being the center of attention. Become protective when needed. Blend in. Avoid being the center of attention. Become protective when needed. When you're a real walking angel, a walking God or goddess, a walking royalty, you really don't want all the cameras and stuff like that. You really don't want the life of a celebrity. If I wanted that life, I could have had that life, and I didn't. I grew up an only child. I'm good by myself. I don't need a lot of people around me. That's bad for my health, my mental health, my spiritual health, my financial health, my creative health. People always want to gravitate and pull my energy and try to build up themselves and then leave me dry and empty and don't give me a dime. get up, try to write a book, do a song, and all of them are lying. When they fall flat on their face, lose all their money and the morality too, then they want to come around, can you help me? We need you. Fuck you. Fuck no. Now I'm in my Sagittarius Capricorn mode. North Node, baby. What would mom do? My mom would have shot you quicker than my daddy would. I know that for a fact. That's weird. That's crazy, but it's true. I know my parents love me. And that's a problem for some of you. You didn't really have parents who loved you. And you mad because I really did. So you gonna try to make me suffer in this bitch. Maybe I should pull my God card. What did the card say? Blend in. You just put it right back. You put it back in the deck. You put it back in the stack. Are you not agreeing with that? I don't know. We're going to pull another one. We're going to see if it balances out. Or was I supposed to be doing a collective reading? Well, if you are my collective. You know, I love the people say, and if you're part of my, I'm not a part of your collective. You're just a carbon copy of me. There's nothing fake about my face. I'm not pushing Skims. I'm not pushing lip gloss. I'm not pushing hair bonnets. And I'm not pushing dirty ass tea. Motherfuckers got me fucked up, seriously. She's a military brat, man. This child got fire in her soul. It's a good thing she's a water sign because she kill all these others. Seriously. Like, seriously, I remember those visions quite well. I have gone up to people 3 times my size, and like I have jacked bodyguards up against the wall, and watch people around like back up and high, like, oh shit, what the fuck just happened? I don't even know what happened, but it's just like I don't know what it is. There's a switch on and switch off that I'm really the morality kid. You know, fuck that Mr. Morale shit. This is Miss Morale, okay, today. Like, you know what? You hate for people to play in your face, but they won't come in your face. And you know why. And I do know why. I do know why. So go ahead and do what you do. But, please believe there's no way you can run and hide and scissor too. How many times has scissor been scissored? All these mental instabilities, and that goes with Ari too. Ari wrapping herself in tape like she's the 5th element. Now you pulling 5th element all on sci-fi. Where's Corbin today? Where's the little blonde hair? Everybody want to go blonde. Everybody want to go blonde. Everybody want to go Frank Ocean. What the fuck? What kind of shit is this? When the music changed and everybody just became such a bitch. A bitch or a Mitch. Can we make music again? I'm just saying, whoop, there it is. Because the industry is controlled by fake women, fake men, and a whole bunch of bitches and Mitches who love to pretend, and they love you to pretend too. They hate the real ones. They hate when the real ones come through because we see the pussy in you. They want to put us on these contracts. My mom and my dad said, you know what, it was that. They said, you do not go back to that. You can have a billion readers and a billion hoodoo spells. She's gonna come back to you. She's gonna come back to you. Do I look like I'm coming back to somebody that will literally hurt me and abuse me? Why would you stay in something that's abusive to you? And that's why I say you're gonna try to take my house and everything that I actually pay for on legal money, but you want to pay me out as a whore or a shrew or whatever it is, like I'm one of you. I mean, honest to God, tell me again why I can't tell them all. Yes, ma'am, sir. Medicine card, come out. Pinky blinders on the white hand side. Holy Spirit, come through. Is that? Me and the AI got a thing going on. Which AI would that be? It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. Worry about you. Star Trek into the sky. I remember the first episode of Star Trek. Mama had me watching that at Doctor Who. That's a true story. My mom turned me on because I was watching Star Trek from the very first episode and Doctor Who too. I didn't really like Doctor Who at first, you know, the black and white with the grandpapa and stuff, but I get it now though. I learned to have more of an appreciation for it. But I mean, how did my mom know that this would be in it? Because my mom, whoo, golly gee, whoo. Are wizards and is Hogwarts real? Apparently. Harry Potter all day. Harry Potter shit. Well, stop acting like a bitch. Why don't you stop doing that bitch shit? Now you giving money away to everybody. Please be my friend. Follow me. And then, you know, I am not paying nobody to be my friend. Fuck you all. You're all dead to me. It's the Melissa and Gemini, okay? So I'm like just being very like not discreet. Trying to figure out, am I gonna do? We'll see. Cards aren't coming out. It's not coming out. Maybe that's just not the card you want to come out right now. So go with 4 agreements. Pull one from that. Well, that'll be your 3. Well, it is a 2, so it is a 2 day, so you did pull 2. The fox and the wolf. Blend in. I blend in every day. But if people think by me blending in, I'm going to let you try to lead me, expect me to force me to go your way, you got me fucked up. Gangbangers. Wannabes. Simpsons, stands, fake barbs and bees, druggies, brookies, alcoholics and whores. Always pretending that you are more. Why don't you think more, be more, and do more, okay? I told you, I'm represented in the halls as an L, not a bay. So when you think some beta bully bitch is going to try to put me in my place, she's all by herself. I've never been all by myself, okay? I just blended in and it appeared to look that way. You don't see the angels and the demons too that are around and surround me. I got demons that leave you bloody and trembling in the streets. You calling up shit that you have no idea about and you just don't know. And then you have the nerve to call them up to tell them to go against me. How'd that work for you? That was stupid. 5 months free rent. Or go to jail, or go to jail, or go to jail. And you can go to hell too. Christmas in July, baby. How's it working for you? Dun, 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 You know what I want for Christmas? Putting out my Christmas. I don't give a fuck if y'all celebrate Christmas or not. I told you I'm good times, good food, and good presents. I rock with that shit. And I'm not gonna stop. You gonna tell me about what's a holy day, what's a holiday, what's right and what's wrong when you do the dumbest ass shit. Y'all got me fucked up. People out here acting like they're spouting knowledge, but they're all a bunch of tricks. I don't trust none of these preachers. I don't trust none of these teachers. I don't trust none of these leaders, and I don't trust you. Who is it that I'm talking to? I don't know. But if you can throw me under the bus or want to, like, you know, hop links with my foe, then you're an enemy to me too. I don't need friends. Those are not friends. Those will always be foes. Well, you know they can change. Well, change for yourself, ho. Don't change for me. The Val Jones cutoff game is seriously... I'm a master of this shit in reality. My cutoff game is epic. My cutoff game is epic. topic. You want to cut off my checks and then expect me to choke your neck and ice your bitch? You know what? And your North Node voice. I'll let the cards speak. Come on, Holy Spirit, come through. Well, that's two. Ah! There we go. Look at the dog. When they're looking down like that. When they're looking down like that. Notice all the energies when they're looking down like that. Don't be making assumptions about me, bitch. See, there's two ways. Like, that's the side-eye look. Well, that's a side-eye look. But that can go both ways. It's the side-eye look of how we look at some people try to play us in our face. And it's also the side-eye look of some people who, when a hit dog hollers, so they look kind of down, kind of way. They can't look you, they look down. I see a lot of dogs looking down. I see a lot of dogs are like, not sound around here. Don't make assumptions. Eliminate gossip. Woo! Child, the gossiping is epic on social media. You all love gossip. Everybody think they're TMC. Everybody wants to be a star. Making assumptions is a setup for suffering because usually we gossip about our assumptions. We make assumptions and believe we are right. Then we defend our assumptions and try to make others wrong. How many people have said, Val's this, Val's that, and didn't have a clue what Val is in reality? They didn't tell you about the children I fed. They didn't tell you about the children that, I put Band-Aid on and gave, you know what? They didn't tell you that I treated their children better than they did. And some of them too. They didn't tell you that I literally tried to be a friend to everybody in the community. But what did they do? You were easily bought out. I know you just done if you just send me and you get to make your money too. But you do that off of other people. Like, I wasn't even worried about you. I don't care who's selling what, who's doing what, or this and that. But bitches, when you got a pedophile too that want to play in my face, I would splatter that ass. Don't ever bring your trash up and hold that over me. I'm not that type of class, motherfucker. Time for you to learn RESPECT from our real G. What is G to you? God or gangster? Whichever one. What you want? God damn. And God does. It's too, what is it? Don't make assumptions like they made assumptions about me. Okay, are you getting ready to wow. All right, we're running out of, let me go on. We done, that just shut the thing down, but let's see. I think it just shut down, but I think we're there. I can do this real quick. Be impeccable with your word. Because I think it's there, I'm not sure. Be impeccable with your word. Become a white magician. Be impeccable with your word. Become a white magician. All the magic you possess is based on your word. And you can cast spells all the time with your opinions. You can either put a spell on someone with your word, or you can release someone from a spell. Be impeccable with your word. Become a white magician. Always will be. Maybe I'm the bougie witch. No, all the magic you possess is based on your word, and you cast spells all the time with your opinions, and you can either put a spell on someone with your word, or you can release someone from a spell. Hopefully, I've taught you a thing or two today about my life and even your life, and how you can be better. But of course, that's a choice, and that's work. Real work that you have to do by yourself. Welcome to a Saturn return. Nobody else is going to stand in for you, not the collective. This is about you and your physical, spiritual, mental, and financial health. I don't even know if this is going on or if the battery has totally ran out, but we'll see in a minute. Woo. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, we're still on. Okay, that's it. Bye-bye.
you.